everyone. Thank you for that wonderful intro. As was just said, my name is FawkesRocks, and this is a very special run. This is not any Sonic game. This is a fan restoration of Sonic CD called Sonic CD Restored. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let me introduce my commentator, melakira.
Hi, I'm the Salim's music woman to the CD community. That's all I introduce myself as.
Yeah, so as I just mentioned, this is a mod. This is a fan restoration of the CD11/Origins version that brings a lot of the quirks, speedrun routes, tricks, bug fixes, all sorts of fun stuff from the original Sega CD version into the modern version of Sonic CD. It is a project by speedrunners for speedrunners. So there's brand new modes. You'll hear some custom music made by the community. All sorts of fun stuff like that. But unfortunately for a Sonic game, we are not going to be seeing a lot of Sonic. And it's only appropriate that we play with the mainstay female protagonist of the Sonic franchise, Amy. So this is a little bit different than the Amy you might have played in Sonic Origins, if you played that. This is a fully custom version of Amy, featuring the CD-style spin dash and a double jump. Fully custom art, all sorts of fun stuff like that. So this is going to be a very unique run. So even if you've watched a run of Sonic Origins CD, of CD11, CD93, CD96, any other version of CD, this is a whole different ballgame. It is really fast and it is a lot of fun. So with that, I'm gonna give a countdown and we will get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
You're gonna start off here in Palm Tree Panic 1 with a CD93 trick there called 3D ramp jump. We're gonna grab these speed shoes. We are going to hop up here by this log, jump over some badniks. Ooh, unfortunate. You're gonna get hit by this guy, go way high in the sky over that red spring, and finish off the stage. And welcome to the title score, the end score tally. There is almost 50% of the run. It's just sitting on the score tally screens because it goes so fast. And so as we head into Palm Tree 2 here, we are going to bounce off that speed shoes. That's called, and bounce through some badniks. That is going to be a common theme here throughout the run, is bouncing off of enemies and item boxes in order to maintain some momentum.
This is one of the stages where Amy's route differentiates from the other characters' routes. Normally for other characters they would do rock jump, but here there is an alternate setup in order to bounce off speed shoes early. Just thought I'd point that out.
Yeah, definitely. And that is something that is very unique with Amy. Amy has lots of backups, has lots of alternate routes that differ from Sonic and Tails. So every character, and Knuckles as well, so every character is very unique. So we are heading into the first boss act. This is Palm Tree 3. And fun fact about this boss, this is HVC 001, named after the NES's model number, and it doesn't have invisibility frames. So we can basically just jump into the boss back to back to back, do a quick pause buffer here, and finish the stage.
Nicely done. Yeah, that's something that's really funny about Sonic CD's boss fight design is, aside from, I want to say 2 of the fights, these are really going to be blink and you'll miss it boss fights throughout this run.
Absolutely, absolutely. Every boss act except for 2, you're correct. And I believe that is, 3. Actually I take that back, it's 3, you're correct. So yeah. Wacky Workbench, Stardust Speedway and Metallic Madness take over a minute. All the others take under
4.
a minute. 4.
Oh yeah, it's 4. Oh my
Because
gosh.
QQ3 still
you're
takes
right,
like
QQ3.
56.
QQ3, my favorite. QQ3
Everyone's
is
favorite.
yes, where we work that sucker to death. Come on now, work that sucker to death.
The optimal time for donation reading.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, that is very true.
It's
And
all
once
right.
again, and for once, time bonus is a non-issue.
Yeah.
It is a constant problem for most classic Sonic speedrunning in a marathon setting.
Yeah. Alrighty. We are heading into Collision 2. We are going to use this spring in this little alcove here. We're going to get on the ceiling. That is a common theme you'll see throughout the run, is getting on the ceiling to be able to do some fun alternative routes that we wouldn't normally get to see. We are going to grab these speed shoes. We're going to roll into this red spring. We're gonna go up here and we're gonna do something called QRJs. So that stands for quad or quint roof jumps. So we have these 3, 4, 5. So all these roofs that we jump over that we are able to skip a good half of the act with.
All right. Are we almost ready for the hardest fight in Sonic history, everybody?
Yes, so difficult. I don't know if I'm ready. And it's over in 3.5 seconds.
That's right, chat. No pinball.
No pinball! We completely can skip this stage with every single character. It is truly a blessing.
Anytime I watch that skip, I get so jealous because I run Sonic Origins all boss rush, and that is like the reset point fight because you can't do that in Origins.
Yeah.
Heart goes out to the CD96 runners who cannot jump over the ceiling.
True.
Truly. Alright, we are going to head to the bad future here. We're going to use this ring box to stop our momentum, jump through some of these dragonfly badniks, jump into the water, and finish the stage with a very nice 1916. Fun fact, if you spin dash in the water, it is actually faster than doing a super peel out.
Peel out never fully charges underwater.
Yes,
And
it's very frustrating for Sonic runners.
Which is why we only spin dash in like Title 2 and for setups.
Alright, speaking of Title 2,
Here we go.
fall down in here.
Welcome to the Simon Says of Sonic CD.
Truly, the Simon Says with Sonic CD. This is one of those acts that is very much, you do it or you don't.
Charging spin dash, bouncing off the bad neck, holding left, not making it underneath, but
It's
bonking head on ceiling, bouncing off the springs.
Truly, we are going to fall through some of these chasms. No bonks! Very nice. We are going to intentionally run into this dragonfly. Spin dash here, roll through that.
Slope jump?
Yep.
No?
No. It's alright. That slope jump saves half a second-ish. But it's fine, because this is the one act where we make a good future. Except for QQ2, sometimes.
If you
Alright.
feel like it.
If you feel like it. Alright, we're heading into Title 3.
Now, this is the one stage that is arguably the most different for each character in terms of just strategy overall. The ending is very different from Tails to Sonic to even Amy here. So as you're going to see, Fox will go ahead and grab the invincibility monitor, head right, head underneath, jump in, charge spin dash, and then after that, we wait for a second. After all the bubbles are out,
Alright.
we'll see if she gets it.
Very nice bounce. Very nice bubble trick.
Nicely done.
That's Bubble Trick. Bubble Trick has a very different setup, as Kira was saying, for every single character, ranging in difficulty from Tails swims on top of Eggman to some bounces to some very frame perfect setups with Sonic or Knuckles.
Doing a frame perfect glide release so you can go through the bubbles.
Yes, I don't miss running that with Knuckles. Gonna head to the bad future here again.
1170 time travel.
Very nice. Very good time travel. Oh, I was afraid I was gonna get sub-pixels, but it's alright, we still finish with the 22.
Going into one of my favorite ILs.
Oh yes, very favorite IL. Fun fact, most of these stages can be beaten in under 30 seconds.
All of them except for cute TT2.
Yes, except for TT2. All the non-boss acts can be beaten in under 30 seconds.
I think even Title Cam now actually is like Tails and Knuckles.
Yeah, with Tails and Knuckles only, just not with Sonic. Alright, we're gonna grab these speed shoes. We're gonna run under these rocks. Ooh, 1243 time travel, very nice. And we're gonna stop short here, and we're gonna go up here. Held left a little early. That's alright. I'm gonna use our double jump. And, oh, fell off there because I lost my speed shoes a little early. That's okay.
Ending with a 3368. It's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Do you mind if I pop in for a second?
Of course.
I just want to remind everybody about that Radiant Emerald Supersonic Race incentive we've got going on for the upcoming Sonic R run. It's going to be a good one. If y'all are able to raise, there's my number, $1,500, we are going to get there. We are about 2% of the way there, but we got a little bit of time to do it. We can get there. You know, I've got this $50 dono from UserBinPRL that says, I need them books, talking about that beautiful book prize we have. I also have a $25 dono from Steven with no comment, but thank you so much, Steven. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. We are racing on this treadmill here. We could say that Amy is preparing for the Sonic R run later. And Eggman's machine is taken care of as we head into the dreaded wacky workbench.
Biggest barrier to entry for most I commentated the whole stage and then it was muted.
I couldn't hear you. I'm so sorry. It's fine. It's wacky workbench. We need to focus. And actually, I am gonna ask you to comment. I'm actually gonna ask for some quiet here. We're going into the walking mega boing boing. This is a trick coined by Sonic Store, and it requires a music cue. So, music nerds out here can count with me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 1, 2. Should be good. And it is! Now y'all can see why that's called the Mega Boing Boing. Every character has a variation of that. It's done a little bit differently with Sonic and Tails versus with Amy. But it is just so fun. It looks so cool. It is absolutely my favorite trick in the entire run.
Nicely done. And like that visually is just one of the coolest tricks in this entire run. It just is so satisfying to watch when it's pulled off successfully.
Absolutely, and because of that, the way that music cue lines up, you just like, you roll off with when the beat drops. It is just chef's kiss perfect. All right.
Holding right to enter the boss arena consistently.
Indeed. We have, this is another CD93 restoration, this moon-like gravity here as we climb up to the top of this area to catch up to Eggman. Something you also notice is that I can wail on Eggman as much as I want without facing through him, which is another very nice restoration.
The one Sonic CD boss that can take over 8 hits.
Yep. Getting our dance break in as Eggman charges up the egg peel out. Oh no! And Eggman got away, but that is a solid time.
Now welcome to the one stage that you all know and you all love, Stardust Speedway. I did not say that well.
Speedway. This is a stage we call Commentator Skip, for very good reason. It is so fast. There's really no point in commentating it because by the time that you figure out what you're gonna say, the stage is over. We're gonna do a cool percent trick here to fly over the entire end section.
Nice.
And cool percent just being a community term for any trick that either doesn't lose or may even lose doesn't gain or may even lose time, but it looks cool, so we do it for fun. And into
entering Stardust Speedway 2.
Yep.
Gonna start with a spin dash charge. I was about to say peel out. Holding left in order to go down sooner. Jumping over, holding down, and rolling the entire way, hitting head on ceiling. Jumping off the slope in order to land sooner. And miss launcher. Holding right, then up. Holding right again, and then ending the stage.
By pressing up there, we actually can skip a little bit of that little tube puzzle there at the end. Just saves a couple of seconds and a little bit of headache.
CD11, CD Origin players are crying.
Truly.
You have to jump to do that sooner.
All right. Y'all know it. Y'all love it. It's Stardust Speedway 3. It is time for the iconic Metal Sonic race.
This is the real rivalry that started in Sonic CD, Amy and Metal Sonic.
I love that.
Fair enough. I mean, they both appear in the cutscene.
All right, we're going to do a trick here called pushing the nothing. And I don't know why that didn't end up working. It happens. Metal Sonic didn't like us talking about them and just decided to run into Amy. Basically, pushing the nothing is something that we can do. We'll see it later on in the run as well in Metallic Madness, where if a sprite-based object is moved or is broken while we are pushing up against it, the pushing animation continues while we move, and it looks very goofy. Oh, and we died. I forgot to mention, and I think that's almost appropriate that I died there, that I will be donating $10 for every time I die in this race. For the simple fact of, this race has been made incredibly harder. Every
character has had some variation or modification to their route for the stage in order to make it more consistent and faster, but Amy does not have any of the quality of life moveset changes like Sonic's drop dash or Tails' plate in order to back up. The double jump only does so much, and with the cycle being shortened when Eggman's off screen, you only lose time when he's on there. So this is the de facto auto-scroller for this game.
Unfortunately, and like was just mentioned, if this Eggman used to give you about 6 seconds of extra leeway, that has been taken away to be more authentic to the original versions of CD. So he is just right here on our tails. Haha, see, I made a Tails pun.
I was gonna say, speaking of tails, mind if I hop in here?
Of course.
Well, I have a $25 dono from Ration Dragoness that says Sonic and a fox goes really good together. And I really have to agree on that one. I just want to remind everybody about that Radiant Emerald Supersonic race. We're getting some movement on that one, but we're starting to run out of time. Sonic go fast, and we're running out of time to get that extra race, y'all. Get those donos in. Please don't forget to go down and put your dono towards an incentive. Hopefully, we will be able to see that race.
Oh, that's unfortunate. This is something that can happen, but it's all right. I like the music in this stage, so if there's any time to get sent to the past, it's Metallic Madness, just because this music is just so good.
Even though going to the past is not the intended route for the run, going to the past is objective, like for MM1, is something that we never want to see.
Unfortunately.
It blocks off an entire route that we use to go fast optimally.
Yeah, so we don't go fast, unfortunately. We still get to have fun with the awesome music. Speaking of awesome music, we got more of it here in Metallic 2. We're gonna try and get up here onto this piston. We're gonna charge a spin dash, then let it go, bounce off of this red spring. We are gonna hop up here once again, hopping up on the ceiling, just like we did in Collision Chaos. We are going to hop over this gap, and we are gonna run into this bomb intentionally. Super Mario 64 called Monster Enemy back. Get up on the ceiling once again, and finish with a 32.55. That trick is interesting because it was possible in CD93/CD96, but it would crash the game. So in the modern ports of this game, it has been restored, so now that actually allows you to finish the stage without causing the game to crash.
It's actually only possible in 93. It is not possible in 96. It was one of the many patches.
Unfortunately.
Between Gems Collection and CD93.
You might have noticed there. Oh, actually, we're getting to the real final boss. These fireflies. We stand at the door. We can force those two to spawn on top of each other, which is very nice.
Those fireflies are the bane of every player's existence.
True.
Yeah, we cannot manipulate them. They just cause everybody to suffer. All right, we're gonna set up for double hit, which hopefully we can get. Unfortunate. That loses a decent chunk of time, but it is all right. Who doesn't want to see more Sonic runs, after all? You're actually going to intentionally do that. Now, another change that's been made here is that these two fins in this cycle actually hone in on us, so we have to run away from them. I'm going to intentionally get hit by this fin in order to hit the boss a little bit early. Eggman is going to throw one more fin at us. And time is coming up here very soon on this next hit that I get. And that's time.
GG.
GG's.
They're gonna skip this cutscene here. This is a screen that you get in a CDR if you finish in under 15 minutes. And a 13:13:30. Not a terrible time. This is the Sonic CD Restored Auto Splitter built into the game. So if you want to speedrun this game, it is very easy to do so because you don't got to worry about something like Live Split. You just got this. It has all the information you need to know to submit to SRC. It has your time, it has your score, it has your time stones, it has your splits, it has your childhood phone number, your mother's social security number, all the things you need to submit to SRC. But yeah, I think with that, we are going to do some quick shout-outs.
Would you like someone?
Here, I can do them. Give me one moment. I'm so sorry. Shoutouts to Melakira, my wonderful commentator. Frogger Pogger, Solo and Andre, Von Ryder, Zahar, April Samurai, Speedster, Nico Pico, Deriven, Matsukari, Temporal Magician, Nick Bush 24, Foxy Boy VR, Lene GG, Sayaku, and TH Inception Kitten, and of course, you, our wonderful audience and viewers, for being here with us here at Flame Fatales. And
Also, shoutouts to Snowball.
And shoutouts to Snowball. Love you too.
Hello.
Yeah. Want to find this game? You can go to our SRC page, join our Discord. If you want to find me, I stream on Twitch at Fox_rocks and on Twitter at FawkesRocks. And commentators, you have anything else to say?
I just want to thank everyone for the opportunity to come on stream yet again and be able to commentate a great run like this. Really all I have to say.
Yeah, and thanks so much to Fox for having me on as well. And there's going to be more Sonic. I'm going to be running Sonic Origins next, which is super exciting.
Yes, absolutely. Y'all should stick around for that. I've seen that run from Snowball. It is something that you don't want to miss. And yeah, thank you so much to Games Done Quick and Frame Fatales for having us here. This was a ton of fun. I enjoyed really being here, and yeah, y'all should continue to stay here, hang out with the marathon, watch more Sonic, and of course, all the runs.